Alright, for this problem in review for Chapter 9, we have the nonlinear system of equations x squared plus y squared equals 16, which you'll notice is the equation of a circle of radius 4, centered at the origin, and that this is x squared plus y squared equals 5, which if you move around the numbers, which we will in a bit, you'll find that it's a parabola. And a downwards parabola at that. So there's the potential for up to 4 different points of intersection. So, without any further ado, it seems like the easiest variable for me to solve for is this y. So I'm going to solve for it. Y is equal to 5 minus x squared. Then I'm going to plug that into my first equation. So I have x squared plus 5 minus x squared equals 16. Now this, of course, we know how to square binomials. Should be pretty fast at it. 5 squared is 25. 2 times 5 times negative x squared is negative 10x squared. And then this last term squared is x to the 4th equals 16. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reorder, combine, and make this into a x to the 4th equaling 0. So, the way we do this is move the x to the 4th out front. There is no x to the 3rd term, so next thing I have is an x squared. That's going to be x squared minus 10x squared, so minus 9x squared. And the 25, if I subtract 16 from both sides, I'll get positive 9 equals 0. Now that is a quadratic form. So I'm going to do a substitution. U equals x squared. And this will give me u squared minus 9u plus 9 equals 0. Now that does not look like a prime candidate for completing the square because that is not an even number. We'll have halves. It's just going to get messy. So I'm going to encourage you, for the sake of time, to use the quadratic formula. Now when you do that, you'll find that u is equal to 7.854 as one of your answers, and u is equal to 1.148 as your other answer. Now, we need to make sense of this, so we go back to where we originally created u, and we substitute u for x squared. So x squared is equal to 7.854, then x must be equal to plus or minus the square root of 7.854, which is 2.802. These are two x coordinates. And with each x coordinate comes a y coordinate. Now we need to substitute back into any of these equations. This one is the easiest to generate a y for us. But notice that it's just 5 minus x squared, and we know what x squared is. This actually tells us two things. First of all, that for each of these two x positions, we're going to have the same y position, because the square is going to take away the plus or minus. So to actually find out what that y is, we do y equals 5 minus 7.854, again because that's x squared. So therefore y is equal to negative 2.854. So there are 2 points here. 2.802, negative 2.854, and negative 2.802, 2.854. So there's 2 points of intersection right there. That's coming from one u. Now for the other one, the process is identical. Alright? If u is 1.148 and x squared is u, then x squared is equal to 1.148. We square root both sides to get x. X is equal to plus or minus 1.071. Again, properly rounded. Same trick for finding y. y is equal to 5 minus 1.148. So therefore y is equal to 3.852. So 4 points of intersection. 2.802, comma, negative 2.854, negative 2.802, comma, negative 2.854, 1.071, 3.852, and negative 1.071, 3.852.